before I forget. So I wanted to update y'all first and foremost because first we have our team giveaway, which I will be posting after this family call tonight. After this, our family call is starting. I don't know if y'all have seen Mark's Facebook, y'all, but it's about to be freaking insane. All day they've been posting and like dripping stuff to us. And I have no idea what they're going to announce because knowing our CEO, it's going to be something we've never had before. But Pam has been talking about it. Mark has been boasting about it. Like, I don't even know what's about to happen, but I've had like nervous jitters all day long. I'm really excited. I really don't secretly know, Cheyenne, I promise. I wouldn't be able to keep that from y'all, but I'm literally so excited. So after this, we're going to directly get on the family call. It's on Mark's Facebook. He goes live every Sunday. But this is one that you're not going to want to miss. Like sometimes they're not like super eventful. They're just kind of updating. This one's going to be freaking legit. Okay. So that's the first thing. So I'm going to wait on our team giveaway, which is super cool, but I'm probably going to wait until after that or post it tomorrow. So we'll have another giveaway. Who loved the Steps to Success contest last month? It was super exciting to kind of see how you only have to get 4 customers and 3 distributors every single month to be successful. Literally, like the company set up Steps to Success. They don't want you to feel like you have to enroll a ton of customers every single month, a ton of distributors. It's simple, you guys. 4 customers, 3 distributors, and duplicate that within your team. So make sure that your teams know Steps to Success. What do you want to do this month? Steps to Success, and completing it as many times as you can. Like my goal is 4 every month. I want to enroll 4 Steps to Success every single month. That's 12 distributors and 16 customers. Math's not my thing. I'm glad I'm a full-time rap girl because I cannot math, but I think that's right. It's so simple, you guys. So that I'm going to announce that giveaway tomorrow to see who won the Tory Burch sandals, who won the cash, who won the ring light, and who won products. So I'm really excited. If you think you won, let me know because I feel like it's going to be super, super exciting. So that's the updates I have. Also, while I'm gone, our VIP leaders are going to be running our team trainings this week. They have some really exciting stuff set up for y'all. I also have a bunch of top leaders that are going to be going live in our page. I want you to guess who you think it's going to be. There's 3 leaders going live in our team page, and I want you to guess who you think that they are. Y'all are going to love them. They're going to be super exciting. So that's, I think, all the updates that I have. I will also be going live for the school supplies giveaway tomorrow on my Facebook page. So be sure that you're watching out for that to share so that if any of your people who did host a post for you, definitely share that so that people can be on that. And we will not have a host to post giveaway this month. You'll just be saying, you know, to get a host to post, the way we did it before was just sending out free samples. So if you have samples on hand, if you have keto coffee, if you have keto energy, if you have chocolate greens, if you have berry greens, put them in your auto shipment. Put samples in your auto shipment so that you can just give out samples when people do post for you. I want to keep it super simple this month because I want y'all to be super, super focused. 0 distractions is what our team is going for this month. That's our words. I want to say words. That's not right. What am I going for? Like our team motto. Yes. Thank you. Team motto, 0 distractions. We want no distractions, down to the bare minimum, steps to success. We are focusing on enrolling distributors, enrolling customers. That's it. So that's why we're doing this training tonight, is because we're going to get down to how to enroll, how to make sure that we are like doing everything that we can to enroll and making sure that we're getting those enrollments in. So we're going to start with Sarah. So Sarah, if you want to get on here and just kind of share a little bit about your story, who you are, and then share your tips and also what you do to seal the deal with your customers.
Hi everyone, I'm Sarah. I'm 21 years old. In 2 days, I'll actually have been in the company for a full year. So I started last year on September 3rd. And I started whenever I had just moved to a new town. I moved to Dallas, going to like a new school, did everything was brand new. I had like a brand new job and everything. So I was like really not wanting to work real jobs is why I actually got started, because I didn't want to have to, because I was also teaching dance and on a dance team and doing school. And I didn't think that there was any way I was going to get like a real job that was going to fit in between all of those things. So I ended up reaching out to Kayla and asking her about the business and got started. Now I'm a diamond leader and going into a full year, which is awesome. So that's really exciting and I'm really happy here now. But so things that I want to talk about are Instagram, really. I utilize Facebook, but not as much as I do Instagram. So it's going to be pretty much all Instagram stuff. So first thing I want to talk about is the stories on Instagram and really utilizing those and taking advantage of them, because they're the way more people see your stories than they will your post. So, and on my post, I post like business things and life posts, and then on my stories I post products. So on there I wake up every morning and I post like 10 slides onto my story, and then like go about my day, and it only takes like 5 seconds to do that. So if you think like you don't have time, it's literally like, you can select multiple at a time on Instagram too, so you don't have to like do one at a time and send one at a time. You can do 10 and then you're just done, and people see those even if you think that people aren't seeing them. And if you put polls on those and people don't respond or something, like people still see them and will come to you later on and be like, hey, I actually want to talk to you about the coffee, and you've never messaged them before, but they've just seen your story every single day. When you're consistent, that starts to happen, and you'll notice when people message you and they're like asking about products and you've never even talked to them before. So utilizing your stories, I post mine like when I wake up, and then I put like life things in between, and then I do like lunch, and then more like what I'm doing throughout my day, and then some right before bed. So I try to do like products in the morning because I make my coffee in the morning, and then business at night type of thing is kind of what I go with. But you kind of just have to figure out what goes with your schedule, like what time you wake up or whatever, how much time you have in your day to post the stories, and just make it work in your day, because it doesn't take long. Figure out what you like to do and just run with that. So finding your rhythm and your schedule. Also, just be sure to like include your face on your stories. So for me, I make videos of me making my coffee every morning. So I'm sure like a lot of us drink our coffee every morning, and it's super easy. Just like prop up your phone, take a video of yourself, even if you're not gonna like go all fancy and like put it on Canva or anything, just like straight up taking a video of yourself, and people seeing that you use the products is something like that will change everything, because then it's not just like slides going up on your Instagram of results or like other people using it, it's your face using it, and then they trust you. So like it's building that trust with your following. So making sure that you show your face, if it's not the coffee and it's like face skincare stuff, like washing your face at night, showing that you're using that. Just make sure that you have your hands on something, and that way people can see that you're not just trying to sell them things, you're actually using it for yourself too. So getting your results is like a big thing. And sorry, someone just walked into the bathroom. Making your face seen on your Instagram. Also, I have started using my polls on my story. I guess I've always used them, but make sure you put polls on your story, and then don't forget to message those people. So I kind of wait like the full 24 hours before I like start going hard messaging them, but you can message them throughout the day too if you want to. But don't forget those people. And I like to screenshot them too, just so I remember like potentials, because they at one point were interested in that. And then I message from my stories, so you can see like who views your stories, and I just like scroll all the way to the bottom and start messaging each one of them. And my thing that I send out to them, it pretty much says like, hey, I don't know if you've seen my stories or know what I do, but I have been using some really great products and I would love to share them with you. Would you be interested in hearing me out? It's pretty much what I say. And I do that to everyone that looks at my story, because I know that they've seen it, and I know that they've been watching me, because pretty much the same people will watch your story every day. But don't like where the viewers are, don't click them immediately from your story, because then it'll send them your story, and it's weird. So like go to their page and click message. I don't know if that makes sense, but go to their actual page, click message, and then just send them like a message like that. And so that's what I do to message people from the stories. And that's what I say. I started using the post-to-post thing that Cheyenne posted the other day, asking people that view my story to put up a host-to-post slide on there. So that's also in like the group page that you can look at, and she put pictures on there. So that's really awesome stuff that she put on there too. And then for posting to my actual feed, I know there's lots of trainings on like taking pictures, just making sure you take like good welcoming pictures. Like people aren't going to want to see like really bad lighting and bad posing or something. You make sure you take put some effort in your pictures, and then using like a filter, even if you don't have makeup on or something, you can take a picture and make it look pretty. I know that kind of sounds like you're lying or something, but you can just put a filter on your picture, and I'm sure it'll look a lot nicer than just putting it straight onto your Instagram. But making sure you have like a welcoming picture, and then using the caption to incorporate business or products. Like if you have a picture with your coffee or something, then it would be products. But just having a nice picture on there. I kind of use the same filter on all of my pictures. That way my Instagram looks nice and pretty and put together, utilize my highlights and stuff. And that's all, like, it seems tedious and like making sure that you pay attention to all that stuff, but it's what makes people want to go to your page and continue following you, and they like start having an interest in you and building relationships and all of that. So it's not like you're just doing it to look pretty. It's also helping you gain the following and the trust behind that too. Another thing is to always like show up on your feed. So you should like be posting like every day or every other day at least, and then always on your story every single day you should be on there. So just like the more that you post, the more you're coming up and being in people's spaces, because they have to see you like multiple times before they're going to reach out to you. Like I've been messaging people since this time last year, and they're still like, I still follow up with them, and they still tell me like, okay, give me another week, or like I get paid next week, and it's been a whole year. Like they're gonna keep watching you, and so just like keeping that consistency is just the biggest thing that I would like overall biggest advice. Even if you are having a bad day, or like you're having a rough day of like a lot of things going on in your day, making sure that you just take the time to put like a few things on your Instagram slides or something. You can plan out your post beforehand, and like on Sunday night you can post, or you can plan everything out, make sure you know what you're posting for the week. There's a lot of like apps for figuring out what you're going to post, like Preview, and I think there's like a Plannerly or some other apps that you can look at things ahead of time and see what you want to post. But making sure that you're consistent on your stories, showing your face. Another thing that I've kind of started utilizing that I really like is, I'm going to try to show you on my messages, because I'm kind of bad at writing down my potentials. You can flag messages on Instagram, and so it leaves like a little orange little mark on people. I don't think it's going to show. I don't know.
If you turn your brightness down, you can show the screen.
Oh no, click on hers. There's like a little orange thing right there. If you like slide someone over and click that flag, it'll put a little orange thing right there, and that can help you if you're really bad at following up or writing down potentials. Just slide it, press the flag. It's not going to like notify them or anything. It's just to help you know like who you need to follow up with the next day. So that's kind of something that I've been doing, and it's been super helpful, because I forget who I'm talking to, and so I go back the next morning and I always follow up if we're in the middle of a conversation or something. I make sure to go back and message that person and be like, hey, I don't know if I caught you at a bad time, or I just like, I know you were super excited about this, so just wanted to see if I could get your order in, or something like that. Just utilizing the flagging on Instagram is what I have been doing lately. But some like overall advice for the month, since we're like just starting the month, is to make sure you're not taking any days off, and just always make sure you're being consistent posting. I post on Facebook too. Make sure I like link my stories to each other, so that way my Instagram ones just go to my Facebook, and that keeps it super easy, and then everybody's seeing that. And once you start posting more on Facebook, you start getting more views, because I used to get like 20 views on Facebook, and now it's like in the hundreds and like 500s where people are actually looking at my Facebook, and they actually matter. So if you're not utilizing those, at least do the stories on Facebook, and then start doing statuses on there. And I just like overall just like act like the rank that you want, since we're starting the new month and you have your new goals. Think about, if you want to be a Ruby, like act like a Ruby or act like a Emerald, and work like how that rank is supposed to work. So those are just some tips and overall things that I would say for the month.
I love it. I hope y'all are taking notes, y'all, because Sarah, if y'all don't follow her on Instagram, drop your Instagram name below, because this girl is freaking cute. I always try to like type your whole name, and then I realize it's Sarah Jo. So comment your Instagram in the chat so people can follow you. So I have one more question for you. So I know we always do like polls for people wanting to be potential customers and stuff, but how do you build relationships when you're not talking about the business? Like, do you still do polls and questions about stuff that's like just random stuff in your life?
Yes. Okay. So to build relationships. I like to like really engage with other people. So I'll go through stories for like 10 minutes and just like respond to people's stories and be like, oh, I love your necklace or whatever, that I want to go to that place or something. And then on there, then I'll do the same thing on my feed and like comment on people's pictures. And then once like I do it so many times to their pictures, they start like noticing me, and then they respond back, and like we build a relationship. But also putting polls on my stories that have to do with like what's your favorite like Netflix show, or like Netflix or Hulu, or like random things like that. A few days ago, I put like a bunch of random slides that were like this or that, and they got so many different responses on the polls. And so it was like you were getting information from those people, and then I could message them and be like, hey, what is your favorite show on Netflix or something. So you can like utilize those to build relationships along the way, but always engaging on people's stories and pictures on your feed.
Love it. Thank you. Those are so good, guys. Especially today, like I posted a story about, you know, how I have like a crazy month ahead, and I was talking about all the stuff I was doing, and I literally put on there, I put like a question box, and I said, who else's birthday is in September? And if not, like, when is your birthday? And so people were responding. A lot of people have September birthdays, so I knew I would get a lot of interaction on that. But do that. Anytime you post about, if it's your birthday in September, I want you to drop a 1 in the chat, because I guarantee there's a lot out of the 55 if your birthday's in September. And drop the date, because we may have the same birthday. But that's what you want to do. Like if I'm interacting with y'all, imagine when it's like interacting on your actual Instagram, because that's going to build relationships, because that's also going to make all of your stories and your like all your pictures and stuff up on their feed all the time. 24th, 23rd, 21st. Y'all, is it not convenient that it's 9 months from Christmas? I thought about that today. I literally was like, why are there so many birthdays in September? And that's why. But anyways, Sam, thank you, Sarah. Sam, get on here, share your story, tell us your tips and your biggest tips on enrolling customers and distributors.
Okay. Hello, guys. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to check. Okay, so a lot of the things she said was like really good. It's a lot of the stuff that I do. I would say other than those things, I think it's super important to focus on like specific products. So it's really hard to talk about like all 50 things that we have as a product line. So you want to make sure that you're picking like the 3 or 4 products that you like significantly use the most, and then really just hone in on those. Like I talk about celery and keto coffee every single morning, and I make my coffee and my celery on my videos so people can see that like I'm using them too. Like for the first week, I literally took videos of me like gagging, drinking the celery because I could not stand the taste. So I want people to know, like, it's a real thing. I'm like, this does not taste good, people, but your insides will thank you later. So I want them to really, like, know that I'm being 100% honest with them. I had a lot of people message me about that, and they're like, okay, like, I didn't think I was going to like the taste either, but you keep drinking it, so I'm just going to try it. And that's honestly, like, why I sell so many of those specific products. So I do celery, keto coffee, greens, and keto creamer the most. And I think it's honestly because I post a video like of myself making it every morning, and nothing's different. Sometimes I look like absolute trash, and like sometimes I like am dressed. So people know that like I'm a real person. So I don't want to be like an Instagram blogger or anything like that. Like you don't have to be perfect. People relate to real. Another good thing is, okay, so it takes people 17 times. So scientifically, it takes people 17 times to see one thing before they grow an interest in it. And weirdly or not, I went real creepery. And after I started using the celery on my stories, I actually went back to the people who bought like the celery from me and went back to my celery stories. And it literally was after the 18th day of me posting about celery that these 4 people bought it. And I was like, what the heck? Because for the first week and a half, I literally was like, nobody wants to try this green garbage. Like it tastes so bad. And people probably think I'm crazy, but it took them that long. So I truly think that's a real thing. And I honestly like took a video with James one time, and like he almost like spit it up on the video. And I was like, that's not going to work for the video. Like, it was just really funny. So you just want to make sure that you're being consistent, because you can either think of it this way. Like you can talk about something for 17 days, or let's say you're posting like once a week. It's going to take you 17 weeks to get like to sell a product. So you can choose like 17 days or 17 weeks. Like obviously we all want customers. We all want to be like Black Diamond yesterday. So I think 17 days like makes more sense. So just be consistent. Another good thing too is that a lot of people don't know how to use like Instagram. So I always say stuff like comment on my poll or swipe up or message me, or like if you don't know how to use social media, just like this picture. Because some people like see the whole swipe up and message me and they're like waiting for a link and I'm like, sorry, I only have 3,000 followers. I don't have links yet. Like it's awkward, right? So you just want to make sure that like people know how to get a hold of you. So you want to give them all the options. I'm like, text me, Facebook me, click this link in my bio, like send me a me, drop a heart, like anything, like just talk to me. And it really helps because I've had people reach out and they're like, oh my God, I knew how to do this one. And like they clicked a button and I'm like, okay, that makes more sense now. So a lot of people don't know how to use certain things. So if you think people like aren't voting on your polls or anything like that, it's probably not you, it's probably them. They don't know how to like get back to the previous story. They don't know how to like review things. So I repeat myself a lot. Like I'll talk about celery in the morning, I'll post about it again at lunch, and then I'll post about it again at dinner, even though I'm not taking it again. But people are like, okay, I saw it for breakfast, and then I saw it at lunch, I saw it at dinner. Like that's already 3 times they're seeing it. So within like the next 10 days, like they're gonna buy it. Like people want to feel better about themselves from the inside out. And so I think it's super important to be consistent and repetitive. As annoying as you think you may be, you're not. So that's a huge one. Interaction is huge. I started kind of doing what Sarah does, how she like stalks stories and like messages people and things like that. I do the same thing. So what I do is I grow down my newsfeed and I'll click on a profile, I'll comment at least 4 more words. So if you're not commenting at least 4 more words, you're not doing anything for like your interaction. It's not getting you any views. It's not allowing people to see you. So you want to at least say like, I love you, heart, or something, like something that's a little bit more. An emoji counts as 1 word. So don't just put like heart, 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 heart. It's literally only 1 word. So make sure you guys are being genuine. Another good thing that I do, let's see. I had all this written down. Oh, also, don't aimlessly scroll. If you're on your like news feed, don't just sit there and like be one of those like awkward like staring at everyone's pictures without doing anything, because what you're doing is telling the algorithm that you don't want to see their stuff and that you don't want them seeing yours. So you want to make sure like if you're gonna go on like a scrolling binge, because like we're all normal human beings, make sure you're at least interacting while you're doing it. So like make sure you don't pass anybody's photos, make sure you don't skip anybody, because once you start to skip people, it will like basically tell Instagram like, well, I'm not really interested in her stuff. So they think like, okay, well, she's not gonna be interested in my stuff. So they won't be able to see your stuff either. And that goes for Facebook too. So no aimlessly scrolling, be intentional, people. Just be nice, just tell everybody like how amazing they are. What else? Okay, for DTs, so I started doing the DT host to post on Instagram, and that is literal magic gold. All it is, and this is how I get to it. So I always like message people for like customers first. If they tell me they're broke, then I message them about the business. If they're like, then I'm like, okay, well, you're gonna post for me. So they're gonna do something for you. So make sure you get like something out of it, because you want people to like basically just blow you up. And people are really nosy, so the more vague you can be, the better. If you post things like, oh, I just joined It Works, like I sell from my phone, I work from social media, I make this much money a month, I work this many hours a day, like you've answered everyone's questions and they don't have any reason to reach out to you. So you want to be like sneaky, like people are so nosy, like let them be nosy. The more I'm like, okay guys, I work for my social media, like I'm on a cruise ship chilling, getting customers. I literally like, that's all I say. And people are like, wait, what do you mean you're getting customers? What do you even sell? Like, what do you make money? Like, and you're on a cruise ship, where are you going? Like people are so nosy. So let them be nosy. And then with DTs, so this host to post DT thing is gold. So when people, I'll show you what mine looks like. When people don't like have the money to purchase or have the money to become a distributor, I always make sure they like somehow kind of come around somehow full circle for me. So what I've been doing is these, let's see if you can see it. Can you guys see that? Okay, so I just make a little picture and it just says something like, my girl Sammy is looking for 5 women who want to make an extra $500 to $1,200 a month from their phones. I put must be 18 plus, coachable, hardworking, and must have phone or Wi-Fi. When they post that for me, all they do is DM me, not DM me, but all they do is tag me in it. And what happens is every time their people like see it, all they do is DM me and whatever word I put on it. So for instance, I'll show you like this. And you know too.
Also pause. I did a complete training on this in the team page, and if you click albums at the top of the team page, there's an entire album of Instagram host to post. So everything she's telling you, they're there already. So you can't say that you can't do it because it's already there.
And you don't even have to make it because she already made them. So just do the things, people. But basically, this is what it is. So I sent her this, and I just tell her, please tag me in the pink box. And once it goes on her story and she tags me, it's going to pop back up in our message feed. So you'll know who did and who didn't do it. So people like throughout the day that didn't post it back on their story, go back, message them, and just say, hey, girl, did you get a chance to get that up? If they're like, yeah, I did, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, can you tag me in it? Because 90% of the time she probably didn't do it. So make sure that she gets it up and tags you, but it's a good way to keep track of people. And then all people have been doing are literally, I'm getting weird messages, like weird requests in the corner, and it's literally saying like me, 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 me. And so I know exactly what they're talking about. So that's super helpful. And it just kind of opens the door and brings DTs to you without you having to look. So it's really nice. But if you are doing that, you do want to make sure that you're being consistent on your page as well too, because the first thing they're going to do when you accept them is go stalk your page. So if they go stalk your page and there's nothing about the business, nothing about your life, like nothing about making money from social media, you look scammy. Like people are not going to want to trust you. They're not going to want to dive in. Like people know if they like jump on my page, they're either going to get like French fries, it works, or like my dog. So they'll know exactly like what I'm about right away. And that's like super important. So just make sure you guys are being consistent on your pages before you start reaching out, because people are going to stalk your page before they respond. And they will respond always.
Yes. And another tip that I wanted to say on that. So how I differentiate between if I do a customer host to post with them or a distributor is if they have a really cute Instagram, you can tell they put effort into their social media. I want their people to be my distributors because their people are probably people who are good at Instagram. If their Instagram isn't super great and you can tell they don't really have like a super ton amount of followers and like their people wouldn't be the kind of distributors you want on your team, those are the people you would do host to post or customer host to post for. It's just, I mean, you want people that are good at social media or that at least can be coachable to do that. So obviously everyone can learn how, but it's easiest if you just attract distributors that already know how to use their social media as well. So who got something from Sam and Sarah? Drop a 1. These tips are so good. This is way better than I even expected it to be. I love stuff like this, and we're just getting down to the basics, guys. Like literally so simple. And also, can we talk about how similar Sam and Sarah look? I think they're actually separated twins, but that's another story, okay? They also act the same. They're also both Ray of Sunshine. So anyways, that's another day. But is Danny on here? I know Danny had so yes, she is. Hello, Queen. Okay, so tell us who you are and share your tips. I don't know why I can't say that every time.
Okay. I am Danny. I am 19. I have been in this for I gotta do this so I don't get distracted. I have been in this for a little bit over a year, and I was just beginning college. I literally just needed money. I thought I had my crap together, and I thought that working 2 jobs and going to school and all the things would be like simple. I was like, yeah, Mom, I got it. And then I got there and like school hadn't even started yet. And I'm like, I don't want to work 2 jobs and go to school with a full schedule, like not happening. So I had been interested trying to find like literally any way to make money from not having to work a job that I had to go to. And I've done other things, but as soon as I followed Cheyenne Nickerson from like a host to post on Instagram. And back then they did like actual ones on like the feed. So I just like followed her and I watched her for like a month. And I eventually reached out to her, and then I joined for a $20 deal. And I was going to join for $99, but then I just got lucky. And it came, and I mean, I haven't looked back. So it's been like the greatest year of my life. But my basic tips, I literally like most of the things that they said, it's like all like I hate going last because I feel like I'm just repeating it, but it's also like good because if we're repeating it, you know it's working and it's meaningful. So like basically being consistent and like exactly what Sarah said, like showing your face and stuff on your story, that's been helping a lot for me. Since the very beginning, like no matter what I did, I was making sure I was posting on my stories and life posts. I mean, they weren't like life posts, I guess, at the beginning. I was just super excited about what I had on my hands because I didn't know, like, I hadn't had like anything major that it's helped me with, that I knew what it would be able to help me with. So I talked about things that I was going for. So if you're new, like if you're just lost about like posting for distributors and stuff, like talk about what you're going for. My main goal and like reason, yeah, I wanted extra money, but like I wanted that extra money. Like I guess I didn't care if I worked 2 jobs as long as I could make like $300 to like get an Invisalign. And I was able to do that. I ended up quitting, like I kind of put that on the back burner and did quit one of my jobs at first. And I just kept going with it, like literally just being consistent and like shouting those goals out from the very beginning. People are going to start to trust you. And like Sam said, it takes someone like 17 times to see your stuff and start to be interested. And there's still people, I had a girl join me the other day that watched me for a year. And that's crazy to think about, that I've been in this long enough for people to watch me for that long. But it just shows that like being consistent, they're not always going to join you right away, like literally. And then the other thing with utilizing stories is, again, finding those products that you love and just talking about them literally every single day. Celery, I still literally will post a video of me plugging my nose and drinking it through a straw because that's the only way I can do it. And I am consistent about that, and I'm consistent. I don't drink the coffee every single day, but when I do, I post a video about it or a picture or something of it, so people are knowing that I'm using the products. And I literally, something as simple as using collagen, like post a picture of your collagen, post a picture of you like frothing it up to mix it, like simple things like that. It doesn't take like literally any time, and you're showing people that you are using the products, so they're going to trust you. For messaging, obviously messaging is one of our daily things to do. I message people, and that's how I get a lot of potentials. But then if they say they're not interested or they just don't respond to me, I have been using that as a way to go back and use the host to post method. So I know some people will do host post if they follow you or they're watching your stories, but I do it for people who like aren't replying or aren't interested. If they straight out say they're not interested, I have a message that says like, okay, now tell me my business. And that's how I get a lot of my hosts. They have been a ganger. Most of the time I do distributor ones. If I'm really pushing for like customers, I'll start to implement like cleanse ones because those are really good. Hair, skin, and nails, like those ones I really love. And yeah, that message right there that Cheyenne just posted, that's what I use. So if like, basically if I message people, I will scroll back like down my followers list and go through and like look at everyone again basically. And if they just ignore my message, I just send that, because if they ignore my message, they're either not interested right now or they didn't see it. And sometimes that will even bring up the conversation back to, they're like, oh my God, I didn't see your first message. Like, what are your products? Or I'll send them my distributor host posts and they're like, hey, I'm interested in that too. So it's like, there's so many different ways to like get those connections and get people interested, even if they did ignore you the first time. And then Facebook, I like Facebook, but I guess like a lot of my business is on Instagram. But some tips for Facebook and like host a post on there and things like that, I really like interaction post. I do ones that are like, it gets people like to tell you like about themselves, I guess. So I just do simple ones like comment your favorite donut. Like the first 50 people to comment your favorite donut will get entered to like my giveaway for whatever it is that month. And people will just go crazy and start commenting their favorite donut because they think that you care enough to know what your favorite donut is. Like, I like to do like favorite ice cream, like beach or like swimming pools, like fall or summer, and you can just find cute little pics and put them on Facebook, and they're literally just interaction things. And then one, that gets you like a ton of people to message to post for you, and two, that gets your interaction boosted, so people are going to start seeing your other post more. And that's where like attraction marketing comes in. Most of my things that I post on Instagram, I will post on Facebook, and then I like to throw in just like simple product posts, simple distributor posts, and then normal like life posts, I guess. And that's like life posts outside of the business. Like I posted a picture with my cat the other day because she was so cute in the morning, and I just wanted to show people her. And then another big tip for my distributor enrollments is using stories and talking about the business, but also live post on your store or on your feed every single day. And if you don't do it every single day and you're kind of scared, like ease into it, but eventually like posting every single day, it feels like you're being annoying, but I seriously like, I had a girl today that I did not expect to reach out to me, and I never reached out to her because we're not exactly on the best terms like 2 years ago. And she reached out to me today about my post that I did yesterday and was like, hey, can you tell me more about this? And I'm like shook because I was like, I don't think this girl even likes me from things that happened in the past. But she saw my post and has kept watching me for like months and finally reached out from my life post. So it pays off even if like you're posting and nothing's happening. Like I said, I had a girl watch me for a year. So it pays off eventually. But a lot of the stuff that Sam and Sarah said were basically my tips, but that was pretty much everything else I had.
I love those tips, you guys. I want y'all to drop in the comments a number 2 if you want to be a diamond. If you want to make $2,000 a month from your phone with this opportunity, I want you to drop a 2. That's a lot of 2s. Okay, I'm going to tell you something that's going to completely just like rock your world, okay? These 3 girls are diamond leaders, okay? They are all exactly where you want to be, and I want you to notice that all 3 of these girls told you the exact same tips, okay? Exact same tips. They all told you to be consistent, even if they don't get results right away because they've been doing this for a year. They all told you to post on your story and use the products every single day. They all told you to get your own results, right? Did you not just hear the same thing said differently 3 different times? That's exactly why I did this training. And so we're going to have one last person. I didn't realize that all of these girls, I didn't really think about it, that they all predominantly work Instagram. So if y'all do work Facebook, I want you to get some tips. So I'm going to have Courtney share some tips with y'all about Facebook, but I wanted to make a reminder of this too. So these 3 girls told y'all to be a product of the product and to get your own before and afters and to get your own results. And that comes from you getting the products and ordering them. And so I want to make sure that y'all have your auto shipment set up and running and ready to go, because when I joined it, none of us joined this business because we had money. Okay. Let's just get that out there. I was broker than joke, had 20 cents in my bank account, but my first couple of checks went directly to my auto shipment because I'm going to tell you something. In order to be successful, you have to be passionate about your products. You have to be passionate about what you're selling, because that confidence of, holy crap, I love the coffee. Holy crap, look at my results that I got from one wrap. Oh my gosh, my skincare is amazing. Like when you have that confidence, you're so eager to tell everybody, right? So I want you to make sure you have your auto shipment set up, because number 1, that guarantees you make a paycheck every single month. And if you can't spend $100 on your business every single month to be making $500 to $2,000 to $5,000 a month, can't help you. I mean, how many times do you think a new electric company or a new like boutique, do you realize how much money they spend to start their business? You spent $99, you got $150 in free product, and you can invest into your business every single month to have that passion. I'm only telling you that because these 3 girls got their own results, and they use the products every single day, and they share them and put them into their life, and they're successful because they do that. And all 3 of them told you that, and they're diamond. So if you want to be diamond and you dropped a 2, do what successful people do and follow their lead, because pretty soon you're going to be on a training like this, sharing your story as a diamond because you listened to these girls and what they said. Danny, you can say your thing, and then Courtney, you can share your story.
Okay, I just thought about this randomly, but basically, like, along with using the products, people always, like, an objection that people say when they join is like, I don't know how to sell the products. And I'm like, if you're using the products, it's not like I'm not trying to sell someone. I'm trying to share it because it's literally helped me so much. Like my skin has been so clear because of collagen 1, and now it's stayed clear even longer because of the celery. And every time I post my celery video, I talk about like my clear skin, no bloating, and like it's not hard to share the products when you're using the products, because then it's not selling anymore.
Yes. And if y'all have not seen Danny's before and after with her collagen results, it's freaking bomb, y'all. It's ridiculous. And you can have that own before and after. So I encourage you to find some specific products you know you want to try. If you maybe struggle with your skin right now, go ham on our skincare products. Maybe you want to lose a little bit of weight. Maybe you want to get rid of stretch marks. I don't know what it is. Whatever you feel like you maybe want to have, enhanced results on, go find those products and preach the heck out of them, y'all, because there are people out there just like you that want better skin, that want to lose weight, that want to feel confident, and we have something like that. I always say I'm not a salesperson. I'm an influencer. I get to influence people with our products and share what they've done for me and my customers. I don't want to be a salesperson. I don't want to say, buy my stuff, buy my wraps, get your 40% off discount. I want to say, I want to help you feel more confident and happy. I mean, because I guarantee you Danny feels happier knowing she has clear skin. That's a huge thing for women, especially, is to just feel beautiful, and we get to do that. And I know when I lost weight because of these products, I was like, I feel good. And that's how literally all of us feel when we start losing weight because of these products, and that's what we want to share. So Courtney is going to share with us a little bit about her story and talk to us a little bit about Facebook if you are wanting to work that more than Instagram.
Yes. So Facebook, I feel like sometimes, first, I'm Courtney. If y'all don't know me, I'm Courtney, and I am a double diamond pushing for triple diamond this month. So excited. But I actually use most of my market on Facebook. I'm 30, so a lot of, us that are, the older generation, it's easier for us to market on Facebook just because we already have a ton of friends off of Facebook already. And so one thing I do whenever I'm adding new people, whenever I'm looking to add new people on Facebook, I go and make sure that I don't have a ton of mutual friends that are already It Works distributors. I make sure I don't have a bunch of friends that are already distributors. If they're a mutual friend of say they're mine and Shay's mutual friend or something, most likely either I've messaged them before or Shay's messaged them. So, I won't normally reach out to those kind of people. But one good thing too is you can print out your friends list on Facebook, and you can literally just start going down the line and start messaging people. It may be a little bit tedious, but it's worth it to me. But whenever I first started messaging on Facebook, I just started going down all of my friends list, and I was just super excited about getting my own results first. You're about to hear me say the exact same thing as everybody else. Shay didn't even know who I was until Katie sent her my before and afters from the keto coffee. And she was like, who is this? 36 pounds in less than 3 months. Like, who is this girl? What? She did not lose that. And so, then you're like, holy crap. Okay. And so, if people are really skeptical in the beginning, I'm like, hey, look, these are my results. I would definitely, just like everybody else said, I would definitely get your own results, get your own before and afters, take the products. Our products are amazing. I've been in so many other network marketing companies before that, I've used all the products, Thrive and stuff like that. And, none of them really worked. They never continued to really last. And those, the patches, oh my gosh, they were terrible. They would rip my skin off. It was awful. Just so you it was terrible. But, I got behind the products in the beginning. It was so amazing to feel good and to lose weight. It was so awesome. So it was easy for me to, reach out on Facebook, share my results on Facebook, talk about not even just sharing my before and afters on Facebook, just talking about the energy that it gave me. I'm like, holy crap, I'm up all day long. I have 2 kids. My husband's always busy, I'm always busy, and I still have energy even now, and so always coming out with new products and stuff like that. It's easy to just share, just be super excited about what you're doing. Facebook, it's more personal. So you can make longer, live posts. Live post is literally where it's at whenever you're wanting to enroll DTs. Talk about, I know some people say when they first join, well, I don't really have a story. Yeah, you do. Just talk about what you want from this business. Talk about where you want to go. And because of this business and this opportunity that you joined, you're going to be able to do, all the things. You're going to be able to go and get, your hair done, your nails done, your eyelashes, all that kind of stuff. And just be super excited about it, because people are going to be attracted to that. They're going to see your excitement. They're going to see, where you're wanting to go with this. And so they're going to get curious, whenever you're messaging them, I would, like Sammy said too, like be kind of vague, like, hey, I just started this. Would you be up for hearing about these amazing products that have changed, my confidence and my health, and they're like, oh, well, what are you doing? Because people are so nosy. They're like, what are you doing that made you look like this? I'm 30 and I have skin that, I don't look like I'm 30 at all. And so I'm like, girl, let me help you out. And I genuinely care about helping others live their best life and live a healthy lifestyle. I genuinely care. And I think that, whenever you stress that to people, like, what are your goals? I want to help you reach your goals, because they're not going to care how much you know about the products until they know how much you care about them. Like, I think that's something that Cammie said, they don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And so when you make it about them and you make it about, really helping them reach whatever kind of goal they want or feel better or anything like that, then they're going to be, lifetime customers. They're going to be those people that will do a host to post for you, 17 times in a day. And whenever you're messaging people on Facebook, I know sometimes it seems a little more scary because those are friends that you've had like from high school or their teachers or whoever. People aren't going to, they're not going to just turn you away if they can tell you're genuine, and don't be afraid to ask. Just, all they can say is no. It's going to be okay, I really didn't, until I started using my Instagram, I didn't really use a whole lot of my Facebook story either. And now, I blow my Facebook story up as well. I just try to make sure that a lot of it is me. Yeah, like Shay said, go for the word. I like, every time I get a no, I'm like, okay, I'm that much closer to a yes. But I try to be myself as much as I can too. Sometimes going live scares me, but I'm getting over that now. Like going live in Boss Tribe and stuff like that. If you're afraid to go live, on your regular Facebook, go live in Boss Tribe a few times first. That way it kind of builds up your confidence, because it's like we're on Zoom. The very first time I got asked to talk on Zoom, I thought I was going to puke. But, now it's just like, hey, we're just all, we all want the same things. We all want the same goals. So it's okay. We're just like, we're a big family. So whenever you go, if you go live in Boss Tribe a couple times, be loud about what you want on your Facebook. If you are like just deathly afraid to go live, then just make sure you're doing all the other things. Make sure that you are, just being super excited. Message all the people. I would definitely say evenly spread your time between Instagram and Facebook, just because of the algorithms. You don't want to get blocked too quick. I did get blocked the other day and it scared me. Katie and I were talking about it and I was like, I'm blocked till 9:59 a.m. tomorrow. And she's like, what? I'm like, I don't know. They just gave me the notification. I'm blocked. So when you do get blocked, you're doing all the right things. But I would just say, don't change it up a little bit. Your reach out, just change up a couple of words and stuff like that. So that way you're not, sending the exact same thing. So they're like, oh, this is spam. But live posts, product posts, just be yourself. Yeah. Just legitimately just be you. Because people are they're going to know, oh, well, yeah, Courtney wrote that, and so if someone, of course, if you like my live post, you can take it, change it to make it you, if you struggle with that. But, just be yourself. It's okay to be silly. It's okay to be funny. Like, who knew that Danny is like Taylor Swift? She's over here playing her guitar and singing. I'm like, oh my gosh, what? I love that, and I'm like so jealous because I can't do any of that. I want to sing and do all those things. So I was just like, oh my gosh. But I would just say, just be excited. Just do everything that, we do every day. It's simple. It's duplicatable. It's the same thing for Facebook as it is for Instagram. It's just the exact same thing. Just, over and over. Sam, you can come over anytime. I already told you. My kids aren't home, so you can come stay the night.
Guys, can you just see how much of a family? If you're new here, welcome. Welcome to the family. I love this. Every Sunday I get so excited for these Zooms. But guys, I'm going to tell you, how many of y'all have been in this business for less than 3 months? You joined in June, July, August, or maybe you're new today. I don't know. How many of y'all, I want you to drop a 3. Drop a 3 if you're new. Oh my God. Hello. Welcome. Okay, so I want to tell y'all something. So all of these tips that were shared tonight, the biggest thing is just consistency, you guys. And I want y'all to see that you cannot join this business and just be like, oh, rich, $500, I'm successful, I've made it. It is all about being consistent. You, like Courtney said, you want people to see you, for you to be authentically yourself, and for you to share that every single day. I've been in this business almost 3 freaking years in December. What? I joined this business at 18. I'm about to turn 21. Woohoo! It's crazy how consistent I've been every single day for 3 years, and I still enroll people from the beginning of time, from the beginning of when I joined this business, because I've been consistent. I messaged a girl yesterday that I vividly remember following like from the very, very beginning, and I like asked her to do a host to post, the Instagram host to post, and she was like, girl, you've been doing this for so long, and like I've just loved watching you. She's like, I don't ever want to join, and like I already have like products that I love, but I love following you because you've been doing this for so long. That makes me feel so good, because the work I do every single day, I can make a post tomorrow and enroll somebody that's going to take me to Ambassador Diamond. Okay? Pumpkin spice keto pods? Are you freaking kidding me? Y'all!
Yeah, it just got launched on the website. I've already ordered some.
Do it. Y'all, we're about to make so much freaking money. Oh my gosh, y'all.
No, you all better go order it before it runs out.
Pumpkin spice keto pods? You're joking. Okay, anyways, this is over. Y'all aren't going to listen to me anyways, because they just launched. Go order them. Tell your team and go get on the family call. It starts at 9. He's always late. 9:04, 9:07 maybe. Go to Mark Pentecost Facebook. Watch the live. I'll share it in the team page and in the chats. I'm shook. Okay, I hope you'll have a super awesome night. Thank y'all for getting on here, and I will see y'all when I get back from Honduras. Love you. Bye.